One of the best pieces of advice I ever got, it had to be 16 years ago, was that in order for motivation to be long-lasting, it has to be personal and it has to be real. Hi everybody, Adam Dorfman here. Today we are going to talk about making sure that the goals we set and the things that we talk about actually line up with what our personal values are. Pretty often when I'm talking to people, whether in meetings, one-on-ones, conference calls, we're going over goals and we're talking about the things that are important to them, and we're talking about what their motivation is and what their values are. And I think a lot of times people make comments and they make statements and they set their goals based on what they think they're supposed to do, based on what society tells them, or their parents tell them, or a professor tells them, or their friend group, or their peer group, or social media, or some other outside influence. And one of the best pieces of advice I ever got, it had to be 16 years ago, was that in order for motivation to be long-lasting, it has to be personal and it has to be real. Your motivation, if you're basing it on something that's based for somebody else, is going to fade over time. If you want that motivation to last through tough times, through ups and downs, through bumps in the road, it's got to be something that when you close your eyes, you feel like what it would be like to achieve the goal, and you feel how awful it would be not to. It's got to be a non-negotiable. In order for that motivation to really be personal and real, it has to be based on the things you value. So pretty frequently, I'll give you an example. You'll meet these people who tell you they are all about health. They go to the gym all the time, they're working out like crazy, they're measuring their calories and their carbs, counting macros, they're weighing their food, they look awesome, they're ripped. They're the kind of guy that, like, under no circumstances do you want to be standing next to this person at the pool, because you'll just feel like crap about yourself for the next 6 weeks, right? We all know that person. So sometimes those people really are all about health and they live it and they walk their talk. Other times, you'll see them and they'll be out partying, they'll be at the club on a Saturday night, they're doing a ton of drugs, and they're not interested in health, they're interested in looking sexy. Or they're pumping their body so full of steroids or so full of chemicals or so full of supplements that aren't even healthy that they may be doing something that's short term to make themselves look good, but they're not doing something that'll make them feel good and live a long and healthy life. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with setting a goal of just wanting to look great, but it's about being honest with yourself and honest with your coaches and honest with the people around you about what your real goal and your real value is. So if it's that person, don't tell me your value in health. Value looking great. Value meeting members of the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever it is you're into. Value looking awesome at the beach, but don't tell me you value health when you don't. Because it's not going to last. It's going to get tiresome, and what's going to happen is you're going to end up resenting the work you're doing towards that goal because you're not being true to yourself about why it is you're doing it. So whatever the goal is you're setting, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, anything. I know a lot of people are setting their New Year's resolutions right now. Take a deep breath, sit down and really analyze. What are the things you value? What are the things you're willing to do daily, and do them with joy, excitement, and gratitude? Because those are the things that are going to last a lifetime and that won't fade when things get tough, and that you won't resent doing on a day-to-day basis. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.